Good morning, friends, and happy Friday. I am starting my weekend vlog a day early because, well, I think we're going to do some fun stuff today. I think we are going to attempt again to go out to Peddler's Village, and I'd like to take you along. So, up early, chicken's done, showered, shampoo, and shined. Menu recorded and uploading, and I have to leave here in about 40 minutes. I have to go get a 2D echo on my heart. I have a heart murmur. I've had it for years. Every other year I get an echo just to make sure everything's okay, and my doctor feels that it has actually gotten a little bit worse, the murmur, so he definitely wants to get it checked out. So I'm going to go do that this morning, and then we're going to come home. I think I'm going to run to Walmart. I went down to our local hardware store the other day and bought canning jars, but they only had one case left. He doesn't know when the rest are going to come in. So I think I'm going to go get a case or two at Walmart. I would really, really rather shop small, but I need some jars. So I'll get them from him when they come in. What else? And then when I come home, we're going to get ready and we're going to go out to Peddler's Village. So I'll show you what I've done so far this morning to prep for tonight's dinner. We are going to have London broil on the grill tonight, and I have it marinating. It'll marinate all day. This is my favorite marinade. Excuse the recipe card. It is 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a half a cup of red wine, 3 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of fresh parsley, a tablespoon of oregano, 1 bay leaf, and a half a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to let it go all day. I mean, you can let it go for 2 days, 3 days, but it is absolutely delicious and my favorite way to season the meat. So that is what's going on there. And I saw a recipe that I want to give a try. It's called German cucumber salad. So I think I'm going to try to get that made right now too, and eat breakfast before I get out the door because I am super hungry this morning. So we had dinner really early last night. We had kind of a dinner. So I'm hungry. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to have for breakfast. Okay, so I want to get the German cucumber salad made because it's supposed to set for several hours for the flavors to meld. Well, one recipe says serve immediately. The other says let it go 8 hours. So I don't know which to believe. But anyway, I'm going to show you how we're making that. Doug is slicing the cucumbers. Once again, thank you, Karen and Warren, for the awesome mandolin. He's getting those sliced nice and thin, and I am going to get started on the dressing. Okay, so I'm going to start the dressing while Doug is laying the cucumbers out. We're just going to lay them out on the board. They're going to be overlapping. I'm not too concerned about it. And we're going to sprinkle them with salt and let them sit for 30 minutes just to sweat out moisture. Now, I have 2 different recipes for this. The one recipe, you don't do this step. You mix everything, you serve immediately. I'm making the recipe where you don't serve it for 8 hours because I need to do kind of dinner prep early since we're going to be gone today. So this is in that step. The dressing, I am kind of combining the 2 recipes. So in my bowl here, I have a half a cup of sour cream. You could absolutely substitute Greek yogurt. I have chopped fresh dill, about 2 tablespoons, 1 clove of garlic minced, a tablespoon of white vinegar, half a teaspoon of sugar, and some fresh cracked pepper, about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm going to mix this all together and put it in the fridge. This is going to be our dressing for later on when we combine them. Okay, I have about 5 minutes to eat this before I got to get out of here. So I just made a quick breakfast sandwich. It's one of my sourdough English muffins, 2 slices of Canadian bacon, 1 egg, and a 1/4 ounce, actually less than 1/4 ounce of provolone cheese, and some cantaloupe. So that's going to be my breakfast this morning.
Okay, Joni's at her appointment, so Doug is taking over. Let's hope I do this right. First thing I'm going to do is dry off the zucchini from all the sweating as much as I can with this towel. And then I will mix it in with the sauce. think this is working all right. Getting some moisture out of that, definitely. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now, okay. See if I can do this right. Put some of these in. Or should I put that in first? I don't know. I guess I should be talking because that's what Joan usually is doing right now. So, anyway, you can see I'm not a professional at this, but I do what I can. So I'm just scraping them off the board and adding in the cream sauce. I should have used a different. This would have made more sense. There, that's better. Now I'll fold this in so they all get nice and coated. And I don't know what the next step is, but Joan will be back to fill you in.
Okay, out of the imaging center, all done my test. I just have to wait for the results of that. Didn't take long at all. And I told you I wanted to run over Walmart, and passing Walmart, or going to Walmart, I have to pass a Goodwill. So thought I'd run in and just see. I'm looking for a shirt to go with a skirt that I have, and I haven't been able to find anything I like. So I'm going to just check in here, see if they have anything. Okay, on the road again, trying again to go to Peddler's Village. After I told you I was going to Walmart, I got my canning jars, I bought a dress, brought it home. Doug nixed it, didn't like it. Sorry. So that's going back. What else? That's about it. Like I said, we're just going to go to Peddler's Village, walk around. We stopped and bought some fresh Jersey corn for dinner. And I should get some mushrooms somewhere. So we're having a London broil on the grill tonight. Jersey corn. I made a cucumber salad. And maybe some boiled potatoes, boiled buttered potatoes. We'll see. But that is what's going on. Did you two eat breakfast?
Yes.
Okay. Because I wasn't home, so. I ate breakfast. Did you eat breakfast?
I didn't have to bring some cherries with me.
Oh, we forgot to bring fruit in the car with us. That's okay. All good. Anyway, I will take you around Peddler's Village. Okay, we have arrived. There's Mr. Doug, Andrew, Ann. We are just going to walk around and see what we can see and do a little shopping probably. This is new. Fizzy Mama. That's new. Soda bar, gelato, and treats. They are reading the little plaque about the grist mill. So they have some sand sculptures here this weekend. I'm going to definitely have to take a picture of this and send it to my BFF, Krista. She is a crazy Winnie the Pooh lady. Here, we'll go around the sides. These are unbelievable sand sculptures. Let's see what's on this side. Very cool. Okay, huge sandbox, and you know who's playing in it.
Yep.
He can't help himself. Oh, Andrew, that rivals the Winnie the Pooh one right there. Look at that. There's Andrew's creation. Okay, Andrew and honestly myself are nerding out a bit. The Cloak and Wand store. Okay, you know I am a Harry Potter absolute geek. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. So much Harry Potter. So much Harry Potter.
Oh, we do. Oh, by the way, what do you know that on stage we should say
Oh, wait till the guys see Lord of the Rings. That's coming up next. Okay, now you're talking my language. We've got cookbooks.
I think you need one for your collection.
I already have this one, but there's so many others. Oh my goodness.
Here it is. This is the one I was talking about.
What is this from?
This is the Skyrim cookbook. This is right there. I think that's it. It's called a sweet roll. That's the thing I want to cook.
Oh,
for you.
okay.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to be.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could buy all of them and be very happy, but I'm going to be good and not. Oh. Oh, look, Kim. Look, Kim. Oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, people. So of course we have to get a custom beverage while we're here. I already know exactly what I want. I want the Wizard beer, which is butter beer. So here is my, what was it called? I don't know. It's like butter beer. It's almost like a cream soda, pretty much. Doug got liquid gold, which is I don't know, passion fruit and pineapple. Andrew got
It's the Dragon Turtle Tears.
Dragon Turtle Tears, and Ann got We Don't Talk About Brew. No, it's iced coffee with caramel. This is one of my favorite stores. It is the Curry Wear Shop. It is super duper expensive and I never buy anything in here, but boy do I like to look. So here is another sculpture, Peter Pan and Wendy. This is called Stories in the Sand, so all the sculptures are going to be story related. Pretty cool. Unbelievable talent. And now you have to find Wendy. Where's Wendy? She's flown away. Here is an oops, there's a car. Here's an Alice in Wonderland sand sculpture. That one is huge. That's beautiful. Okay. Oh yes, it is the old lady in the shoe. We're coming up on another sand sculpture. It's not real crowded here today, which I'm a little surprised. I thought it would be more crowded. But it's just a lot of cute little shops and cute little walkways. The kids are in the candy store. And we're just going to sit on a bench and wait for them. Like old people, because we are old people. An entire store dedicated to hardware. That's pretty cool. I can't imagine it would be super popular, but you never know. Oh, here's the old lady in the shoe. Let's see if we can get it before a car comes by. So neat. I can't pass up a good thrift store, so we stopped. We just went through the furniture area. Oh my gosh, so much nice stuff and really cheap. Really cheap. But I really don't need any furniture, so we're going to check in here and see what we can find. For the people that really, really like martinis. Okay, we flew in the house and got started cooking dinner because we are starving. I have not eaten since 8:30 this morning. I had that drink, but that was it. So I am hungry. We're all hungry. So we've got mushroom sauté. We stopped at Costco on the way home so I could get mushrooms and milk and potatoes because we were out of potatoes. So I think I have to double check the receipt, but I think my produce budget is gone. So that worked out perfectly because today's the last day of the month. So we got this going. We got order for corn on the cob. Jersey corn is out. And we've got the little potato company potatoes. We're just going to cut those and butter and salt them. And Doug's got the broil on. And we also have the cucumbers that we made earlier. So just trying to get dinner on the table. Finally eating. I'm so hungry. I've got some little baby potatoes here. That German cucumber salad. It's pretty good. I like it. Andrew didn't like it, but Andrew's not a big cucumber fan. Doug hasn't tasted it yet. What do you think, Ann? Ann's still tasting it. And I've got London broil and mushrooms. And then we'll have corn also. So that is dinner tonight. Never picked up the phone last night after dinner to record anything because, well, there was kind of nothing to record. What did we do after dinner last night? Went to bed.
Cleaned up, went to bed. Yeah.
Cleaned up and went to bed because it was late. Didn't go right to sleep, but like we were both working and stuff like that. And this morning I went out around 6:30 to let the chickens out, and I was filming them coming out because like they're crazy when they come out in the morning. They like, you know, I opened the door and nobody came out. I don't know if it was too early. Although Doug lets them out earlier than that. I don't know. Maybe they knew it was a weekend or whatever. But they all moseyed out real slow. So I'm like, well, that wasn't fun to film. So anyway, so now I am showered, but I'm not dressed or hair is not done yet because I need to get some things started before I take time to do that. Doug's making bacon because it's Saturday, and Saturday in our house is bacon. I am going to get bread started. I think I'll have enough time before we have to go to get all that done, and I have to get dessert started for tonight. I'm just making a peach cake. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Gonna go get that done right now, starting with the bread. Okay, excuse the messy counter. I know it's a hot mess. It makes me crazy, but I wanted to just show you this cake. It's not, you know, calorie friendly or WW friendly, but you could 100% make it that way. So all I have in this bowl right now is a cake mix. Is there a perfect cake mix? Nope. But the 365 brand from Whole Foods is the cleanest that I use. There is some canola oil in it, but it's like the next to last ingredient. So you know what, guys? Sometimes you just can't worry. Could I have made my own yellow cake mix? Probably, but I'm not. So I use the next best thing. Not perfect, just better. That's all I strive for, not perfection. So anyway, I have the cake mix in this bowl, and then I have 3/4 cup of butter, cold butter, and I just sat here and I cut it up into pieces and I worked it with my hands until it was coarse crumbs. And now I'm going to press it into a 9x13 baking dish and bake it at 350. I'm not sure if it has to be greased or not. I doubt it with 3/4 cup of butter, but I'll definitely let you know. Okay, it did need to be greased, so I just greased that really quickly with some palm fruit shortening. That is what I use in place of a solid vegetable shortening. And then we're just going to press this down to make a bottom crust. You just want to press it evenly and make sure you press it down pretty hard so it, you know, stays together and forms a nice crust. So I'm going to go do that, wash off my hands, and then we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for, I don't know how long, let me look. Oh, no, we're not. I'm lying to you. I thought we pre-baked the crust, but we don't. We put everything else in here first. So that changes the video a little bit now, doesn't it? Okay. Well, we'll get this part done. And then we'll get everything else mixed up. I am changing this recipe a little bit. The recipe calls for canned peaches, and I'm going to use some home canned peaches. Same thing. And it also calls for Cool Whip. I am going to use heavy cream that I whip myself instead of Cool Whip. So, like I said, my version is not calorie or WW friendly. Well, I don't know about the calories. I have to look at that. But, you know, it's going to be a lot of points. But you could easily make this WW friendly by using a sugar-free cake mix. And I don't know how you'd get around the butter. Maybe light butter, or maybe half butter, half something else. Honestly, I don't know about that. And then peaches, that's fine. And I think it uses cream cheese. You could use, you know, a low fat or I'm using a low fat cream cheese. You could use a fat-free cream cheese. And then you could use it uses 2 egg yolks, and you could use, you know, like, I don't know, sugar-free or fat-free Cool Whip for the topping instead of heavy cream. So you could definitely lighten this up. I have not made this in years. This was the very first recipe I ever made out of Taste of Home's Quick Cooking magazine. That's where this came from, the premier issue of Quick Cooking. And it was the very first recipe I made. Okay, that's good enough for government work. Not pretty, but it's gonna do because it's all sticking. So we're gonna set that aside. I'm gonna finish off my bread, and then we'll come back to this and I'll show you how to put it together and get it in the oven. Okay, so I opened up both of my peaches, and I weighed them out because you're supposed to have a 29-ounce can. Good enough. So the first thing I did was these are in like halves. I just took a couple halves and I sliced 12 slices, and I'm going to set this aside for garnish. And then the rest of these peaches, we are just going to dice up into like little cubes. Like this. Doug is going to take care of this for me while I get working on the rest of the filling. Okay, so I totally misspoke. You don't use cream cheese in this. You use sour cream. So you could use a fat-free sour cream or a light sour cream. I only have the full fat sour cream, so that's what I'm using. I wish I had light because I just prefer light over the regular, but oh well, is what it is. So we've got 2 egg yolks in here. We're going to take the 2 egg yolks and we're going to add the sour cream and we're going to beat it. I really probably didn't need to use my mixer because this is going to beat very easily, but it was out from the bread, so might as well. Okay, let me go get a spatula. Okay, 100% the mixer is overkill. You're supposed to beat the egg yolks first, which I didn't, and then add the sour cream. Total Hot Mess Express here today, friends. So I'm going to beat these 2 together until they're mixed well. Okay, so the peaches that Doug cut, I put them in a colander and or a sieve and drained them really well. And then I just added them to the sour cream mixture and blended them real well. Now we are just going to put them on top of our crust. Okay, finally just picking up the camera again. It was craziness here. I was in the middle of making breakfast. My best friend came over to pick some stuff up. We got talking. Everybody was coming in the kitchen. I got everybody's breakfast made. Here's my breakfast. English muffin, 2 strips of bacon, omelet with peppers, ham, well, 1 slice of Canadian bacon, and cheese. And of course, tea. So there's breakfast. I made the absolute huge mistake while I was standing here making everybody's breakfast of taking my vitamins and my iron pill. I feel so sick to my stomach. I don't even want to eat this, but I know I need to eat this because it's what's going to make me feel better, but I feel so sick. I did not think it would happen that fast, taking it on an empty stomach, but lesson learned. Okay, so we are at our little hometown 4th of July parade. Total like small town USA. I showed you guys this last year. We were standing on the corner of the street where my brother lives and my sister-in-law's sister and all. We got the ATV decked out with our flags. And this is all family and extended family right along here, which is awesome. So we are going to enjoy the parade. Here comes a string band. And you know, you got to be from this area to enjoy a string band. Or at least to know what a string band is. Not necessary to enjoy it, but it is definitely a different sound. You've heard me talk about them on New Year's with the Mummers Parade. In the summer, when they perform at parades and stuff, they do not wear all their costumes because it is way too hot.
I texted you, I messaged you on Facebook. I put, hey Joe, I'm going to tell you about the reunion. Oh, he didn't answer.
Okay, home from the parade. I forgot to show you the cake out of the oven. This is what it looks like. Yes, there's a piece missing because it's been honestly probably 25 years since I made this. And I wasn't quite sure because I forgot to set the oven timer. So we took a little square out, we put some whipped cream on it and took a bite. And yes, it's good. So we're gonna go with it. So now I just need to take the rest of the whipped cream I made, put it along the top, garnish it with the leftover peaches, and that's gonna be good to go for dessert tonight. And I'm also making some ice cream, peach ice cream to go with it because my brother loves ice cream, so might as well make him some peach ice cream to go along with it. Okay, bread is out of the oven. It is gorgeous. And I made some peach ice cream to take with me tonight. And what else? And now I need to get out of here and get over to donate plasma. We'll talk about that on the way out the door or in the car on the way there. Yeah, talk to you in a minute. Okay, I know I'm off center. Somebody messed with my phone holder and now I can't fix it. I have to wait. So sorry about that, but oh well. Okay, so where am I going? I don't remember if I talked about this or not in an earlier video. Let me grab a drink. Hang on one second. But you know I do not work a whole lot over the summer. I only babysit like 2 days, one kid. So, not a lot of income coming in. And I have things I like to spend money on. Not necessarily for myself, but anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But, I was talking to a couple people, and they're like, oh my gosh, the easiest way to earn money is to donate plasma. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, it's so easy, it's so quick, and it's lucrative. Hold on. Choking on a peanut. Okay, sorry about that. They want you to eat something protein-ish, like right before you donate. So I just grabbed some mixed nuts. I'm not hungry. That's the problem. I don't eat often enough. Like the other day, they made me eat a bar before I gave because it was like, I don't know, 3 hours since I last ate. But, you know, I eat good food, so I'm full. But they're worried, you know, if you pass out or whatever. So, whatever. I grabbed an ounce of nuts. So I figured that had a decent amount of protein in it. I looked. It was killing me the other day. The basket they offered me with the bars in it, nothing I would eat. Kind bars, they have seed oils in them. Some other like a bag of Cheez-Its. Yeah, right. No. Trying to think what was up. There were a lot of Kind bars in there, but then they had Cliff bars in there. they're marginally better than a Kind bar. Oh, and they had like, you know, the Quaker granola bars, which that's a candy bar. There is so many bad ingredients in those things. It's just a candy bar for me. So I settled on a Cliff bar because that was the cleanest out of all of them, and I ate half of it. So, and then they're like, and sometimes afterwards, you know, if you're not feeling perfect, I guess people who like don't give blood and stuff might have issues. I don't know. You know, sometimes we need to just give you some electrolyte drink. And the girl was so funny because I told her about how we eat, and she's like, I'm guessing that you probably wouldn't want to drink our electrolyte drink. And I looked at her, I said, Gatorade or Powerade? And she said, yep. I said, nope. I said, too many added sugars. I said, and just too much red dye. Like, no. So she's like, if I were you, I'd bring like whatever you like to bring and whatever electrolyte drink you like. So, I mean, you know, I make my own, but I have packets of Redmond's Real Salt electrolyte drink. I don't love it. I like my own, but I threw one of those in there just in case I needed it. But anyway, that's way off topic. So, I looked into, you know, when everybody was like, oh, you should donate plasma. I do it. It's so easy. My doctor told me I should do it. He's like, I have tons of patients that do it. So I looked into it. I scheduled my first appointment. The first appointment is long because they have to do all your intake. They have to do a physical, which isn't really a physical. And like you have like a 20-minute questionnaire to fill out. It's really long. Then you donate. Subsequent appointments are only like an hour and 10. So it's easy. And all you do is lay there or sit there, actually. There are these really cool chairs. We're not allowed to take pictures or film in the center. They're these really cool comfy chairs. They're like a lounger kind of chair. And you just, for an hour, you read, you play on your phone. They ask you not to nap. Because you have to, like, in case you start not feeling well, in case you start feeling faint, in case you start feeling anything, you know, they want you to be aware of it. So they ask you not to nap. Let me tell you, the other night, it was hard because I went at 6 o'clock at night, or 5 o'clock at night, so it was hard. But it was so easy, and, like, I literally was paid before I even left the center. Because they give you a debit card and they load all the money on your debit card, and then you can either use the ATM and take the cash out, or you can just use it as a debit card, you know, in a store or whatever. Like, so cool. And there's all kind of bonuses. Like, I got a new donor bonus. So basically my money is doubled. I just have to donate 8 times in 30 days. You are allowed to donate twice in a 7-day period. You have to have at least 1 day between donations. Normally, I'm not going on a Saturday, but we're trying to get my rhythm down, like when I'm going to go. I kind of like to go on Tuesdays and Thursdays right now, I think, when Doug is at school. So that's my plan. So we just had to kind of shift things around a little bit. Like I donated Wednesday and today, and then I'm going to donate next Friday, and then I'm going to start on the Tuesday, Thursday cycle. As a matter of fact, I have 2 weeks of appointments booked out, and I think the schedule's open. I can book out 2 more weeks. I just want to make sure I get my 8 donations in 30 days, so I get my, you know, bonus. But it's really easy. And it's kind of a win-win. Like, you know, people need plasma. Like, there are notes and letters and posters all over the center about, you know, people who have gotten plasma and all that. So it's a win-win. It's a win for them, and it's a win for me because, like I said, I don't really work much during the summer. So a little bit of extra income is good because then I can still keep doing the things I do. You know, I work at the homeless shelter, and we're constantly buying toilet paper and socks and underwear and things like that. And, that stuff would have had to have gone on a back burner, because in our house, Doug pays for everything except I do groceries and I do birthdays. Like, that's my responsibility. Now, granted, I'm saving a lot of money with Pantry Challenge, but, of course I have to buy groceries, so I'd have less for the homeless shelter. So this way, it works. It works. It's interesting. I wasn't sure, what it was going to be like, and, what the clientele was going to be like and stuff, and it was really interesting. There was a lady across from me, in the chair across from me. She had on a business suit and high heels and had a briefcase. She looked very lawyerish. The guy next to her had on how Doug would dress, going to business casual. He had on khakis and a polo shirt and so a lot of people do this. A lot of moms in there. The place is huge. There's about 60 beds, so it's huge. But it was an interesting experience. Like I said, it's an easy way to make a few bucks, and so I'm excited to get my 8 in and get because it's I'm in a bonus time. They have specials all the time. Andrew wants to go do it, so I'll get a referral for him, which will be nice, a referral bonus. And so there's a bunch of different labs around. There's one a couple towns over. I think that's B positive, it's called. I'm not sure. I go to, oh my gosh, I forget the name of it. Bioplasma. I go to a Bioplasma, and there's another one that starts with a C, but so anyway, that's where I'm headed. That's what I'm doing. If you think it's neat, great. If you think I'm crazy, that's fine too. But it's what works for me right now. Maybe if I was a professional full-time YouTuber with 200,000 subscribers, I wouldn't be donating my plasma. But I'm not. And I do enjoy my summers off. So, yeah. As long as I can do it, I'm going to keep doing it, and it's pretty cool. So if there's anyone out there that is healthy, because you need to be healthy, you don't have to be Superwoman or whatever. There were people of all shapes and sizes, but as long as you're relatively healthy, Doug could never do it, like I said, because of him having cancer. But yeah, if pretty much, if you can give blood, if you're eligible to give blood, you can give plasma. So if there's anybody out there that's thinking about it, or if you didn't know about it and you want to make some extra bucks, check it out. So I'm going to concentrate on getting over there. I have 15 minutes to get there, and I'm probably about 12 minutes away. So I will, like I said, I can't film in there or take pictures. But if I remember, I'll try to show you the outside of the building, and I'll talk to you when I get out. Okay, I was wrong. It's called BioLife, not Bioplasma. So here it is. Okay, I am all done and on my way home. It did not take long at all. There was a line for the vitals station when I got there. You go in, once you're established, you go in, you check in at the desk, you go over to the computer and answer a few health questions. From there, you get in line for your vital statistics. They take your vitals, weight, temperature, blood pressure. They prick your finger for an iron test and a protein test. And as long as that all checks out, you're good to go. You get up, you walk over to another counter where there are colored cards in a row. You grab the next one in line, and that is the station you go to. There's different color stations, silver and pink and red and green and blue. And that's just they're just pods of the chairs. I think there's like 6 or 8 in each pod, and that's just which one is available next. You sit down, they come over, they hook you up. That's it. When you're done, they unhook you and you're on your way. And like I said, like I wasn't even out of the building and I had my money already, so that was nice. So yeah, pretty cool deal. And like I said, it will definitely help the budget in the summertime. So I am just going to get home. I am going to get ready to go to church. All 4 of us are going. Me, Doug, Andrew, and Ann are going to Mass tonight. Andrew, I believe, is ushering. Doug and I are both lecturing, so we are reading. Doug is reading the Old Testament reading. I am reading the New Testament reading. And I guess that's it. Once we get home from there, it is time for pinochle. So my brother is making a vegetable lasagna. He's never made it before, so it is a first for all of us. It's not a white bechamel sauce vegetable lasagna, which is what I've had before. This is an actual red sauce vegetable lasagna, so I'm sure it'll be delicious. And I made, like I said, the peach cake and the ice cream. So we'll do that tonight, and then it's nice going to church tonight because we'll be able to sleep in a little bit in the morning tomorrow after being out late tonight. Pinochle teams tonight are my sister-in-law and myself and Joey and Doug. So should be a fun night. Andrew and Ann, I think they're going to go out to dinner tonight. I think that was their plan. Not sure. And tomorrow is supposed to be another thunderstormy, rainy day here. And to be honest with you, I'm okay if it is. I don't know if Ann's leaving tomorrow. If it is, I really hope she doesn't have to drive in that. But if not, I don't mind if it rains tomorrow. We could use some more rain, and it'll give me an excuse to keep my butt inside and get done a lot of kitchen work that I have to do. I did get my bread made today, so that's knocked off. But Aria's down to crumbs in her dog treat bowl, or her dog treat container, so I have to make those. And I still haven't dehydrated the heart and liver from the chickens yet. I need to do that, but too late now if I make the treats tomorrow. What else do I need to do in the kitchen? Oh, I want to make a batch of zucchini relish, and I also want to spend at least an hour on my cottage kitchen course tomorrow. I want to get through the first module or 2 tomorrow and take notes so I can start that whole thing. So that's my plans for tomorrow, so we will see. And I still haven't touched my website yet. That'll get done. It'll get done tomorrow morning. First thing it'll get done, so yeah, I got to get better with that. I'm so much better when I have less free time. I'm so much better with time management, but it'll get done. I promise tomorrow morning. So I am almost home now, and I will be back at some point. Good morning, friends. It is Sunday morning. It is early. Just everybody's still sleeping. I have a feeling Doug's going to be sleeping for a while. He had to take some Benadryl last night. He's got a weird rash, like under his arms, and we don't know what it's from. Nothing's changed except our body wash. So I wonder if it's that, but it's just really bad at night. So he took Benadryl last night. So he's out like a light because he didn't take it until almost 1 o'clock when we got home. So anyway, I am up to let the chickens out and get my day started. Good morning, ladies. So my goals for today are to, what are they? Oh, I forgot, in my pocket. My goals for today are to make dog biscuits because Aria is almost out. What else did I want to do? I just was thinking about it walking in the house. dog biscuits. I think I want to get a batch or two of zucchini relish done. And while that is sitting, because it has to sit for a couple hours, work on my cottage license. And oh my goodness, I just thought of what I needed to do, and now it's completely out of my... I was thinking about it walking in so I could write it all down because, you know, and now I forget, but I'll remember. Oh, I need to dry a lot of basil. Oh my goodness. My basil's going crazy, which is wonderful, but quicker than I can eat it. So I'm going to dry some basil. I just do it in the oven. I used to do it in my dehydrator, and honestly, I kind of like it in the oven better. So I'm going to do that until the day that, you know, I have a freeze dryer, which I can't see ever happening, but you never know. Every month I enter the free giveaway from Harvest Right, and hopefully I'll win one, but chances of that are slim. But maybe I'll hit the lottery and win it and buy a freeze dryer, because I can. That's the only way it's going to happen. Anyway, off topic. So yeah, I guess basil, dog biscuits, zucchini. I think that's it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now, oh, I've got to do my website. That's first and foremost right now. So I'm going to get some coffee and tea made. That way it'll be ready when everyone gets up. And I can sit and I might sit out on the porch and work, because it's not horrible yet. So we'll see. But I probably won't see you until I start cooking something. Okay, we are definitely having brunch today. It is 11 o'clock and I'm just starting. You can see the mess I have going on back here. So we're having stuffed French toast. I baked bread yesterday. I'm going to use that. Doug wants strawberry, Ann wants blueberry, and Andrew wants peach. So I will be making 3 different kind. All I do is I took some 4 ounces of cream cheese. I put a tablespoon of powdered sugar in there and a teaspoon of vanilla, and I beat it up till it's nice and smooth. I will make 2 pieces of French toast, just regular old French toast. I will take 1/4 of this. So I did 4 ounces, so we'll have 1 ounce each. I'll eyeball it. Spread that on a piece of finished French toast. And then for Doug, I will put a little thin layer of my homemade strawberry jam, then slice some fresh strawberries, top it with the other piece of toast, French toast, and then I made a strawberry sauce to go on top of it, and a dollop of whipped cream. So it's going to be totally decadent, totally delicious, perfect for a Sunday brunch. And today is Ann's last day with us, so I thought it was a nice way to finish off her week with us. So I'm gonna go get started on this. It's gonna take me a while to make 3 different kind. Okay, 2 out of 4 are eating. We've got Andrew's stuffed peach French toast, Ann's stuffed blueberry French toast. They'll have to let me know how they are. And Doug and I are having strawberry. Okay, Doug and I are having the same thing. I know it looks huge, but it's really not quite as big as it looks. It's 2 pieces of homemade bread along with the stuffed, the cream cheese, the fresh fruit, and just macerated strawberries cooked down with a little bit of arrowroot powder and a little dollop of now melted whipped cream. Okay, friends, brunch is all cleaned up. The kitchen is almost reset. I just have to put all the clean dishes away. Dishwasher's going. We forgot to turn it on last night. Doug's out. The kids left. They're going over to the Mutter Museum, M-U-T-T-E-R, in Pennsylvania. It is like a death and disease museum. I don't know. That's where they're going today. Doug is outside. We're supposed to get horrible thunderstorms and stuff today, but I don't think we're going to. I kind of planned on a kitchen day based on that, so I'm gonna stick with my kitchen day. So he's outside doing that. We need to clean out the chickies. Their brooder is getting very nasty, so they're gonna get cleaned out. They're getting so big. Once it's cleaned, I'll show you how big they're getting. So I'm gonna start on some kitchen work. First thing I'm gonna do is get my zucchini relish started, because that has to sit for a while. I am not going to go over step by step in this video how to make it. I'm going to make a separate video on how to make it, just because it's easier to do a separate video, and that way I have an extra video to put up. So yes, and that's still not painted. Maybe next weekend. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. We do not have plans, so we'll just see what happens. But for now, I'm going to get this started. Like I said, I'm not going to show you step by step because I want to do a whole video of that. I'll just kind of show you when I get it all together. And then we got to make dog biscuits. And oh, my planner's over there. I was spending the morning after I did my website. I was spending the morning working on my planner, getting some things in there that need to get in there, some schedules and such, and all that. So, okay, it's getting hot in here too. I'm going to pump down the air. I am listening to my Catechism in a Year. I got behind a little bit because we were off. And when my routine gets messed up, it gets messed up. So I'm catching up on that. If you are Catholic and if you started listening to Catechism in the Year in the beginning of the year and just kind of gave up on it because it was a little tough, a little deep, it wasn't like Bible in a year, that's for sure. Go back and try again. Once you get through that first pillar, it really, really gets good. I am learning so much, so it's really, really good. You just got to get through that first part of it. So anyway, okay, I'm going to go work on this zucchini relish. Okay, taking a break from my kitchen work to help Doug bring the babies out, and we are going to actually let them on some grass. They're not going to have any idea what to do. Look how big they are getting. Look at Baja. She is massive. I am just praying that Baja is a she and not a he, being that big, like bigger than all the rest of them. But we will see. So there they are, looking very confused. Okay, the girls are in their nice clean brooder, and we also turn the brooder plate up now and not down. They're big enough, we feel, and it gives them just a little bit more room in there. So they are happy. They've already kicked kick shavings into their food and water. They enjoyed their little jaunt outside, and now they're just trying to reacclimate. And Zelda's certainly glad to have them back in the house. She loves to lay on top of here and just watch. Okay, I have 3 batches of zucchini relish on the counter. They have to sit for 2 hours. I will have a whole video on how to make the zucchini relish, and that should be out on Tuesday, hopefully. So while that's sitting for 2 hours, I am going to get started on some dog treats for Aria. Dog biscuits. So I've got my flour and my dry milk in here. Now I just have to add all my wet ingredients, mix it up, knead it for a minute, and cut it out. You've seen me make these before, and I do have a whole video on it. I will link that above in the iCards and also down below in the description box. Okay, dog biscuits are out of the oven. They look pretty good. I'm working on making them look really good because this may be something I want to offer when I start doing the farmers markets or whatever. So I'm working on making them look good. Gonna give Aria one and make sure they still taste good. And now I have to pivot and run out to the road stand. I need to get some tomatoes for dinner. Aria. And there she goes. She likes to take it and eat it in private. I'm sorry. She's like, leave me alone, Mom. Okay, just got done my canning project, and if we really need to eat, it's 6 o'clock. The chicken scampi is not getting made because Andrew and Ann went out for dinner after they were done at the museum. I'm not surprised. This is their last day together, so they went to Chicky and Pete's. So instead of making the chicken scampi for just Doug and I had some apple Gouda sausages in the freezer from Butcher Box that need to be used up. They were actually given to me by my sister-in-law. I had these leftover potatoes from the other night, so I'm just heating those through in my skillet. I have 2 ears of corn, and I just stuck them in the canning pot. It was already there. It already had hot water in it. And I made a caprese salad. So that is what is for dinner tonight. A little bit of everything. I will show you my plate. Okay, and here's dinner. I have an apple gouda sausage link, a couple potatoes, and so far just one piece of caprese salad, but I'm sure I will have another. And then as soon as it cools down, I'll have an ear of corn. That is dinner tonight. It's hot out. We just got back from a walk. We went out and took a walk just to try to get some activity and some steps in, some more activity and steps in. It was hot. And we also wanted to go look at the new chicken coop that the person down the street is building. It is very, very nice. They weren't outside because I would have loved to have talked chickens with them, but actually no one was outside. I think we were the only crazy people outside because it's pretty hot here, but I don't mind it. So that is going to be the end of this weekend vlog. I did not get to all my kitchen tasks today, but I am calling it a night. I am going to sit here and work on my studying for my test. I will finish up my kitchen tasks probably tomorrow. I need to make refrigerator pickles. And I was thinking about maybe making some cucumber relish. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. That's it for this weekend. It was a long weekend. I had an extra day on there, and I could actually add tomorrow and Tuesday on there too because we're off, but I'm not going to do that. Anne is on her way home. Oh, my heart breaks when she leaves just for the two of them because they look so sad. But I think Andrew will probably go up to Connecticut in about 2 weeks and see her. It's going to get harder when the school year starts. Oh, excuse me. But they'll figure it out. So anyway, that is that. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend it with me. And I guess I will see you all in my next video.